Welcome to Central High School and the IB Diploma Program. I hope you have a really positive experience with our virtual open house. I would much prefer to be meeting you in person, but I'm grateful for the technology that allows us to connect virtually. I know the staff has diligently planned to make this as rewarding an event for you as possible. Please don't leave today without having all your questions answered. You can speak directly with IB teachers in person by clicking on the Teams meeting link located below this presentation. I am Kathy Andrus, the IB coordinator for the diploma program. My goal is to give you a feel for what the IB is all about. I won't go into tremendous detail about the specific courses at this time, but I do want you to walk away with a sense of what IB, and in particular, the diploma program has to offer students and how that applies to an 8th grader. This presentation is modeled after the presentation I usually give in the auditorium. You will find links to student perspectives, both current and graduates, regarding IB. I Love Public Schools produced a video about the diploma program at Central, and that link is listed as well. The International Baccalaureate offers 4 different programs. The primary year program includes pre-K to 5th grade. The middle year programs is grades 6 through 10. The diploma program occurs in the final 2 years of high school. Here in the U.S., that's grades 11 and 12. In many other countries, it's grades 12 and 13. The newest IB program is the career-related program, which combines 2 IB classes with a unique CP core and an approved career-related program of study. At Central High School, we have the middle years program, which continues the course of study students at Lewis and Clark began, the diploma program, which is open to all interested students willing to step up to the rigor of the DP, and we plan to implement the career program in the near future. The diploma program was originally created to address the needs of students who moved country to country. As students followed their parents' careers, often in diplomacy, international relations, or business, they completed high school with an eclectic transcript that had not followed any identifiable program of study. They weren't necessarily prepared for any specific country's high school completion, college admission, exams, and universities didn't know how to evaluate their transcripts. So in 1964, a group of dedicated educators came together and created the IB Diploma Program of Study, and that remains consistent country to country and school to school. The diploma program has grown to be more than just a course of study. The IB is interested in the development of the whole student. Academics is an important piece of the puzzle, but so is being creative, active, and giving back to the community. IB has a strong focus on helping students understand that 2 individuals, cultures, or countries may have differing opinions and both be right. Students are often asked to consider what another point of view might be and what influences that point of view. When we discuss what is true, we always follow up with, whose truth is it? I often use the example of World War II. If a student is asked the causes of that war, the answer they come up with is going to vary tremendously depending on whether they live in Hawaii, Omaha, Germany, Japan, London, Italy, or Argentina. An IB examiner is more interested in the student's ability to defend his or her answer with evidence than with the answer itself. Please enjoy this video produced by the International Baccalaureate Organization, IBO. It is one of my favorites.
For over 40 years, an international baccalaureate education has been helping people cross the boundaries that separate languages, countries, and cultures. Today, the IB continues that tradition, providing a continuum of international education that features 4 high-quality programs for students from 3 to 19 years old. In a rapidly changing world, IB programs aim to develop intercultural understanding and respect, a mission reflected in 10 core values. The IB Learner Profile describes the attributes of people who are empowered to help create a better and more peaceful world. As IB learners, we strive to be inquirers, curious, enthusiastic, lifelong learners who ask powerful questions. Knowledgeable, exploring locally and globally significant ideas. Thinkers, critical, creative, ethical decision makers. Communicators, good listeners, confident in more than one language. Principled, honest, fair, and responsible. Open-minded, developing critical appreciation for our own cultures and the cultures of others. Caring, committed to service with the community. Risk-takers, courageous, resourceful, and resilient. Balanced, focused on well-being for ourselves and those around us. Reflective, thoughtful, realistic, and hopeful for the future. At the heart of an IB education are passionate, lifelong learners who believe that how you learn and why you're learning is as important as what you study in school. Students are at the center of IB programs, internationally minded people who recognize their common humanity and shared guardianship of the planet. An IB education means opportunities to develop healthy relationships, imagination, and ethical reasoning. It means building the confidence and persistence students need to achieve challenging goals. It means learning what it is to be human and how to thrive in a complex world. IB learners work together to turn experience into understanding. As they learn how to learn and how to manage their own learning, IB students are supported by assessment, a variety of strategies through which teachers help them understand how they're doing and how they can keep doing better. An IB education helps students build understanding through inquiry, action, and reflection. Students learn by doing, connecting the classroom with the world beyond. IB programs culminate in exhibitions, projects, and independent research that demonstrate not only what students know, but also what they can do. An IB education creates learning communities in which students can increase their understanding of language and culture, and which can help them to become more globally engaged. Through IB programs, students explore how to face both local and global challenges that involve the environment, development, conflict, rights, cooperation, and governance. The IB's courses and curriculum frameworks are engaging, relevant, challenging, and significant. In IB programs, students learn content that is worth knowing and that can help them make a difference. An IB education spans traditional academic disciplines and pushes students to make connections across many fields of study. IB programs are broad and balanced, conceptual, and connected. Their rigorous models of assessment have earned widespread respect, including recognition of the IB diploma as an international university entrance qualification. The IB represents an independent, worldwide community of educators who are committed to excellence. Thousands of creative IB World schools collaborate to connect high ideals with the day-to-day details of teaching and learning. They hold each other mutually accountable to standards and practices that define high-quality educational programs. What makes an IB education unique? Alumni, educators, supporters, and more than 1 million students and their families every year, working together to make a better world through education.
The IB Learner Profile is an integral part of IB. These are the characteristics and skills we are striving to develop personally and in our students. As a parent and grandparent, this is what I want for my children and grandchildren. The Learner Profile encourages balance in our students. Reflection is a word IB students will hear over and over and over again. They are continually encouraged to think about what they are learning and doing, what works, what doesn't, how they have grown from the information and or experience, how this information or experience will change what they do in the future. Genuine reflection encourages students to own their learning and their growth. As educators, we are facilitators, and although sometimes we know more than the students, we are acutely aware that we don't know it all. Every IB course is reviewed every 7 years. As soon as a course is updated or a new course is added, the cycle begins again. The review of courses is staggered to balance the workload. Every IBDP teacher attends training before they teach the course. When a course is updated, the teacher attends updated training. Many of our teachers have been to 2 or 3 IB workshops because there are different levels of workshops, and the more experienced we become, the more we learn and understand in trainings. So what makes IB so special? A rigorous broad-based curriculum including courses in English, world languages, individuals and societies, mathematics, sciences, and the arts. Students can specialize in their strengths but cannot ignore their areas in need of growth. Classes focus on inquiry-based learning and critical thinking. Writing across the curriculum is authentic and critical. Reflection is a part of every course and aspect of the IBDP. It is balanced through requirements that encompass being active, creative, and involved in the community. Students develop their research skills, write an extensive research paper, and they are prepared to attend universities throughout the world. Universities consistently indicate that IBDP students are among the most prepared incoming students they have. Here are a few thoughts by past students and a parent. Their words are as true today, although the number of years has changed, as they were when they wrote them. From the parent of an IB graduate to the superintendent. At some point in the last 7 years, someone in the OPS system had a crazy idea to offer the International Baccalaureate degree at Central High School. Someone was just crazy enough to believe that in a school with over 56% of the students on free and reduced lunch and literally at maximum student capacity, OPS could carve out enough teachers and classroom space and counselor time to initiate the most rigorous academic high school program in the world. Someone was just passionate enough about true learning and scholarship and believed in our kids enough to sell this crazy idea to the school board and the faculty. And somewhere along the line, the school board voted to approve this crazy idea. I want to thank whoever that crazy person was and all the crazy people along the way that made the IB diploma program a reality at Central and a gift to my son's life and future. The process for becoming an IBDP student at Central High School is very open. First and foremost, a student has to be willing to step up to the level of rigor of 4 honors classes freshman year: English, history, math, and science. Students also are required to take a world language. If they are not prepared to enter the second year of language as a freshman, we offer an accelerated language program for the pre-IBDP students. By the way, you will seldom hear us refer to pre-IBDP since it is not a recognized term by IBO. Instead, we refer to those specific students as explorers. Our entering freshmen will be Explorers 2025. If you go to the Central website, you will find the IBDP program listed. Click on that. You will be brought to this page. The intent to participate form will pop up. By completing this form, you figuratively send up a red flag that results in me calling parents to set up an individual registration appointment between you, your parents, and me. I will review the IBDP with you, ensure that you are scheduled into the correct classes for the 2021-22 school year, and together we will create a tentative 4-year plan. The plan is a roadmap to the IBDP, but not a commitment. At any point, a student with the support of his or her family can choose a different direction. The 4-year plan just ensures that ultimately, if you choose to do the IBDP, you will be prepared to begin the program junior year. Registration will be different this year due to COVID. No one is exactly sure how it will work. What I can promise you is that whatever the process looks like for middle school to high school transition, all pre-IB students, IB Explorers 2025, and parents will have an individual meeting with me to discuss and choose classes. The meetings will likely be virtual, but will be all about you and what you want from your high school experience. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit more about the International Baccalaureate Diploma Program. I hope my enthusiasm, along with parents and students, for what we are doing has tweaked your interest. The IBDP is only one of many amazing opportunities available at Omaha Central High School, including advanced placement classes, dual enrollment, the Zoo Academy, the UNMC Health Alliance, the Career Center, and the new pathways and plethora of courses available through the 17 departments at Central. There are IB teachers and students in the IB team meeting, waiting and excited to answer your questions and share their perspectives. I will be there as well. My phone number and email are on our website and the opening page of the IB link. I encourage you to reach out with any questions, concerns, or thoughts you have over the following weeks as you make a decision, first whether or not to choose Central High School, and then whether or not pre-IB might be the right pathway for you. As you can tell, this is not my area of expertise, creating talking videos. Not something I would particularly choose to do, but I am excited that you were here and that I had an opportunity to reach out. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.